Welcome back to another episode of Ad Aster. For those that are just turning in, Ad Aster is a youth-led podcast of the literary magazine Aster Lit, which focuses on cross-cultural connections within the writing world. I'm your host, Zara Hafeez Siddiqui, the podcast director and managing editor at Aster Lit, and I want to give all of you a heartfelt welcome to episode 31, Editors Humanized. Now let's get to know our other host for today. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Judy Khalid and I'm an associate editor and podcast team member at Aster Lit, and I'm so excited to be with you guys today in this episode.
Yay! Okay, so for those of you that are like confused with the name of this episode, the purpose of this episode actually came from a conversation I had with a friend, how she submitted to a lot of youth-led magazines and like Aster, and a lot of the times when she got like her edited work back, she realized she did not realize the fact that editors are like actual human beings. And when she got her edited works back, she always thought that they had been edited by computers. Not like she knew it was people, obviously, but she was also like, it just never felt like the people who were, editing those works were actual real people. And then after you ended up getting a spot at Aster and you started working for Aster and you started telling me about all of the times you had to work and edit pieces and to read submissions, it just it ended up being a shocker because like, oh, these are actual real people. So yeah, basically that's where this
We're
came from
real
because we,
people!
yes, here we are in front of you. And like a lot of you, I think are not like are not connected to the people that are reading your pieces and are reading your submissions and are going through your works. And at Aster, making Ad Aster was one of the biggest things I think Aster has done to connect with its audience in that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we are, human beings.
Yeah, we're not computers. We read your submissions and we have an entire life outside of Aster Lit. And we're gonna get into that right now, right? Shall we get
Yeah,
started?
I think sure, sure.
Yeah, so
So
let's do
like,
like a little
mm,
day in the life of like what does our day usually look like? And what is it like, balancing school and extracurriculars for us, because that requires a lot of time management. And I'd say sometimes I do feel like a bot. Maybe sometimes I do feel like a computer, like I'm just doing the work mindlessly. You're doing or you're planning a document or you're doing your homework. It's just you're not really thinking about what you're doing. But the one thing that we do think hard about is when we're reading your submissions because we absolutely love, you know, reading the pieces and the thoughts you guys have and then interpreting them. Uh, so yeah. So what's your day like, Zara, usually with Aster? Like let's talk about Sunday, for example,
uh,
since Sundays are meeting time.
oh, Sundays are actually shockingly busy for me because we have when like according to Eastern time it's like 11 a.m. but according to
Mm-hmm.
Pakistan time it's like 8 p.m. for me. So
Mm-hmm.
I am in the middle of a meeting and I am it's a Sunday. Desi families are very big on having traditional family dinners and fun
Yeah.
activities. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I'm at I'm in a meeting, but at the same time, I'm at the dinner table with my entire family and my other family, my cousins, and we're all just sitting there and they're like, it's a Sunday. You need to
Yeah.
put your phone down. And I'm like, that's the point. It's a Sunday. We're all students. We're only free on Sundays.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
actually, I have a different experience with that because here in Egypt, where I'm from, Sunday's a weekday for us. So we have
Oh,
school, we have work, we have homeworks, we have assignments, and we have lessons to attend. So it's like getting to balance, having an Aster Lit meeting at 5 p.m., which is like midday, it's sunset, it's when you usually eat dinner, it's when you just came back from school, you're tired, and you need to enter an Aster Lit meeting. So it was definitely a challenge at first balancing that. But one of the things that I really love about like the entire thing is that it's kind of a break from school, getting to do something that you love, We obviously are very passionate about reading and very passionate about writing. So getting to join a meeting where we're meeting with like an entire team of people who love the same thing and
yeah,
we're going to be talking about the same thing and working in like a project to help other people who love the same thing is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I mean, it was challenging at first, but sometimes I'd be eating in the meeting, like I'm sitting behind the screen, I'm
yeah.
eating, and then suddenly someone calls my name, and I'm like, guys, wait, I need to swallow
Yeah,
first.
yeah, just that. Oh, this just
Yeah,
reminds me of the time like one of our editors in chief, EICs, Emma, we were in a meeting and she was eating blueberries and she was telling us how yummy those blueberries are. Do you remember that?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so it's like we have fun. We actually it's just so much fun to talk about those pieces. And sometimes some of us get so passionate about certain pieces that it's just like, no, we need to accept this. And everyone is like, give us
yeah.
3 reasons why. And we're like, we just love it.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
reason.
the
That's good
feeling.
enough.
It's the
Yeah.
feeling. It's not something technical. It's just this piece hit home.
Yeah, yeah. And like
Yeah.
I feel like it's a very big part of like work culture that you should separate your personal feelings from the feelings you have for work. And I'm like, my work is what I'm passionate about. My feelings are going to be very much involved. So like
Yeah.
I feel like working at a literary magazine, especially the one that is like youth led, is the best thing ever because all of us are extremely passionate people. And we
Mm-hmm.
realize the fact that our passion is what helps us drive and what helps
Yeah.
us get to where we want. So none of us are like
Mm-hmm.
aggressive work culture. You need to listen to what your higher ups are telling you. And our higher ups are just
Yeah.
amazing people. They're absolutely the best. I love working at Aster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
On that point, something that I really love about extracurriculars in general, like it doesn't have to be specific to Aster, but it's the fact that, you know, we are doing something and we're not getting paid for it. It's completely just we're volunteering our time, we're volunteering our efforts, and it's all because we believe that we're doing something that we can actually help other people with. And at Aster, our main goal is to spread literary works to help people out there, get published, to get their voices out. Um, and I think that's something beautiful. Whether it's an
Really.
Aster or in another extracurricular. Zara, what other extracurriculars are you in?
Uh, to be very honest with you, not much, but I think I do enjoy a good debate and I do enjoy giving a good speech. But every
Mm.
now and then, and other than that, I think I just like playing badminton a lot. So I think that is
Ooh.
for now. Yeah, I was actually in a lot of extracurriculars until like December of 2024, but then I was getting drained out so fast because it's like here in Pakistan, we have a different schooling system. So our
Mm.
school ends at 10th grade and then college starts, which is 11th and 12th grade. And then we
Mm.
go to university. So,
Oh,
like,
okay.
as of right now, I literally just gave my final CS exam for 10th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And my 10th grade ends and my school life ends and college begins in like August.
Ooh.
So I was just getting drained out really fast because to be very honest, at the end of the day, we're like 15 to max 19 years old. We're all just teenagers
Mm-hmm.
who are trying to have
Yeah.
a lot of stuff to do in our life and we're kind of
Mm-hmm.
draining ourselves out on
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
bases sometimes. So I think
Yeah.
it's like really important for us to realize the fact that sometimes we need to pull back and we need to rest and we need to give
Mm-hmm.
ourselves to the time to just be ourselves and be what we want to be because that is just as important as being what the world asks us to be, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
resting is important, people. Please rest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely important because getting burnt out. I mean, finals week is coming up. Is it finals week or is it my final week? Stay tuned.
I love those
Anyway,
Instagram posts. You can
I
see me
know.
liking them
Oh my God.
everywhere.
Posting a note, reposting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I think
Oh,
for me, I'm involved in many extracurriculars. I think it's mainly because I tried to escape school. So it's like if I have something else to do, then I don't need to do school, like, and it's kind of,
yeah.
yeah, like I have an MUN. I need to prepare my debate. I need to do research. So I'm not going to sit here and study biology when my conference is next week. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
coming back from school, usually when you come back from school, you need to change, you need to do all of those stuff, and then you need to sit down and finish your homework and your assignments. But then it's like, oh no, I have an Aster Lit meeting. I'm gonna go get my plate, get my dinner, sit down and attend the meeting. I don't need to study. I don't need to
Yeah,
do
and the meeting
anything.
is like an hour later and you just have an hour of free time, but you have a meeting, so you can't do
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. So it's like
This is
no
just like
biology
us.
today.
Hmm. Hmm. This is
Yeah.
just us lying to ourselves, quite
Yeah,
literally.
but like also being in extracurriculars is so fun because you get to do awesome stuff like these. Like, like
Yeah.
I remember like before I joined the Aster Lit internship or before I onboarded into Aster Lit, I always wanted to understand how do people make podcasts. I thought posting on Spotify
Same.
was like with money or something, or you need to be a
Low-key
celebrity
same.
to be able to post. But then it turns out like no, it's actually very easy. And then I started my own podcast. Obviously, I barely had any
Hmm.
time to do anything about it. I only posted like one episode. But the thing is you get to learn new stuff. So it's like even though I'm running away from school, or even though I do have school and sometimes I'm burnt out or I'm tired, it's like I'm still gaining experience and I'm still learning so many things that already are developing me into a better person. And this is like you kind of think this is what school should be about, Like I'm not supposed to
Yeah.
just learn
Yeah.
about mitochondria as the powerhouse of the cell. Like no, I need to also learn about things that are going to help
Low-key.
me personally in the real world?
Like, why do schools not teach us how to do taxes?
Oh my God, yes. Why do schools not teach you like the fact that you're gonna need to buy groceries, you're gonna need to go to the bank, you're gonna need to shop for yourself?
Teach
Like, what
me
do you
money
mean?
management.
What do you mean? What do you mean that as an adult I'm gonna buy my own clothes? Like, what do you mean I'm not gonna be able to ask my mom, what do you think? Does this look good? Should I buy this or should I
No,
not? Like,
okay, not even that.
completely on your own.
Why are you telling me that I need to pay taxes for the clothes that I buy? What? Why does my receipt have a separate section for tax? What
Yeah.
what
I
how?
mean, I don't know much about taxes because we don't have taxes here in Egypt. But I remember Emma
Oh,
last meeting, she was talking about having to do taxes and I was like, "Good luck, girl.
yeah.
Bye.
Good luck with that.
Good luck
I
with that.
love
I'm
how we
leaving.
just like
I'm leaving."
all the financial stuff, just the moment Fiona and Emma and the EICs and people just in general start talking about finances, I'm like, I'm out. This is my last
Yeah.
year studying math. I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, it's
And
also
like,
like I'm not an economics girly. Like I do not understand what you guys are saying. Like, what do you mean, huh? What is this? So it's not my
yeah,
thing. I'm here for the magazine. I'm not here for
yeah,
taxes
yeah.
or
Taxes,
other financials.
finances. I did not think we were gonna be doing those.
Yeah, that was not in the job description. I was
Yeah.
not told I was gonna do that.
No, but like honestly, we were told everything really nicely and stuff, and uh, obviously because it's most of it is like us volunteering because we're like managing editors, and I'm a
Hmm.
managing editor, you're an associate editor. We
Hmm.
just have we have like a general tab in a Slack, and someone just like pings the entire channel and is like, does anyone here know how to do taxes? And the people who do know how to do taxes would be like,
I don't.
we got you, we got you. Shout out to
Yeah.
Elizabeth and shout out to Emma.
Yeah. Thank you guys
Yeah.
for staying like 10 minutes after the meeting to do taxes. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Yeah, we have see we have to do so much other stuff too, aside from just like the magazine in itself. And
Yeah.
it's actually insane, but at the same time, I love it because I was like, oh, magazine, oh, this is how it works. And then I'm like, oh no, this is how it works. You need to do a
Yeah.
lot more stuff that you did not think a magazine would do. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, literary whimsy, I'm having fun. And then they're like, that?
Yeah. Oh my God. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm proud of us. I think like despite everything and even everyone who's submitting and everyone who's taking the time to write stuff, like that in itself is awesome. We're doing something that many people don't do, like we're going out of our way to really try to make a difference, to get our voices out, to be heard, to express ourselves, and that in itself is amazing. And I think that even though sometimes we're stressed with school, and even though it is difficult balancing this with that, we should still try our best to find
Yeah.
time for stuff like this because this is actually how you learn more about yourself and this is how you know what you want to do or where you want to go. Like studying biology is great. Maybe you study biology and think, "Oh, I want to be a doctor or I want to do this or I want to do that." But it's like it's through art, it's through writing, it's through all of those different forms of self-expression that you learn what do I want my life to look like? What do I want to do? What is my meaning in this world, What's the impact that I want to leave? So even though balancing extracurriculars are difficult, I still think it's important for us to try to find time to squiggle in. We don't
Yeah.
need to sleep 8 hours, you guys. You can sleep 6 hours. Like, what's
Yeah,
the problem with that?
it's fine. And also, like, just to add to this, I want to give like a very big thank you to everyone who ends up reading the works we publish and who
Hmm.
appreciates the magazine because uh there's a lot of effort behind it that obviously like I think some people can tell that there's a lot of effort, some people can't. But at the end of the day, I feel like we put in so much effort, and then we get like we had our associate editor forms open for a while. We were taking in submissions, and when we read people's responses, like people talking about how they were interested in the podcast branch because they watched a few of the podcasts, and they wanted to know how the entire thing worked. And then we read some responses that quoted exact pieces from like issues that Aster had published. And I was just genuinely so grateful to like look at those associate editor replies and those forms because it made me realize we are doing this work and the people who are seeing this work are appreciating it to the extent
Hmm.
that they can. And for that, I am really grateful because we are just teenagers at the end of the day,
Yeah.
and we're trying to make a
Yeah.
mark and we're trying to fix things. And
Hmm.
I think it's great that we're doing those things, but at the same time, I think I'm very glad that people out there who are willing to support us that the way they are and the way
Hmm.
they are, keep on doing, I
Yeah.
hope. So
Yeah.
thank you guys. We really appreciate you and we really love
Oh my
you.
God, wait,
Thank
wait.
you
Can we
so
do a
much.
heart? Wait, we do a
Oh
heart
yes.
like
Oh
here? Oh
wait,
my
wait,
God.
wait, wait. Let me adjust.
Oh my God, that's so
Yeah.
cute.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That should be the
Wait,
cover.
let
Hold
me
on.
put
That should
mine
be
a
the cover of
bit.
the
Yeah.
episode.
Okay. Wait. Yeah. Hold on. Let me
Wait.
adjust mine. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is just like we're just teenagers.
Please forgive
Low
us.
key, so cute.
We're trying our best. There was something I
Yeah.
wanted to ask
Yeah.
you. Am I the only one? But like after Elizabeth
Oh, sure.
finished the issue 14 theme page, I just like opened it and I was like scrolling and I was like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Like I love this so much. I love the issue. I love everything we're doing. I love it. Just
I was
it's
like, I
amazing.
was like, social media team 8 with this because like,
Yes. Oh my God. Sometimes they make me want to join a social media team, but it's like I don't know how to design
yeah,
at all.
really
It's like,
same. That's the problem.
yeah, designing makes me want to cry because it's like if there is something that's just, it doesn't fit in and you need to make it fit in, it's like how am I gonna make it fit in? And it's just no. It's just it's
The
tiring.
problem with
Podcast
me is
is
like,
okay.
yeah, podcast is okay because like,
Yeah.
frankly speaking, I in a lot of matters, I'm a micromanager and editing like the posts, I do not understand how the social media team handles that level of stress because
Hmm.
I would be like, no, this needs to be 45 degrees north. And I
Really?
would not, yeah, my brain just gets fixated on that. And then if
Hmm.
it's not 45 degrees north, I will not move on. I will
Yeah.
I will keep on thinking about it.
You know
So
what? This
like
is me. This is me when someone like makes a typo or they don't type correctly. Like, when someone like punctuates their sentences wrong or like adds too many commas or doesn't add the commas or something. It's like my brain gets confused for a second. It's like, what are you trying to say? Is there a comma there or is there not?
also, is
And
it
it
just
pisses
me
me
or
off.
like yeah, and I feel like people who have like English as their second language absolutely need punctuation to understand what a sentence or like what a paragraph means because
Hmm.
as like a native Urdu speaker, it does sometimes get really hard for me because like when there is way too much old English written somewhere and there is no punctuation, I start spiraling because how do I connect
Yeah.
these sentences? What are you
Yeah.
trying to say? Yeah,
Yeah. So tips for
that's a
everyone
big
listening.
problem.
Make sure you correctly punctuate your sentences and make sure you use proper grammar because that does make a difference in the first impression of your piece.
Yes.
I'd
Yes.
say, like, that's
Yeah,
tip
like
number one.
a lot of like a little bit of an inner secret. And maybe people know about this, but a lot of the times pieces do get rejected if they have like a very large number of punctuation errors. Because I mean, we
Mm-hmm.
can obviously editors do end up looking through your piece and fixing up a few things here and there. But if there is like so much punctuation error to the point where the piece itself does not make sense anymore, then it there's a very solid chance that you might end up having to, either redo a lot of the piece or like it gets rejected. But like hopefully
Mm-hmm.
not. You guys can always
Yeah,
fix things.
yeah, yeah.
We're low-key kind of funny and we laugh about things that we think are funny. Okay, so guys, just to let you guys know, me and Judy, we are absolutely brain fried because both are going through exam month and
Yeah,
we are
exactly.
and Judy is editing this episode as her exam is right on top of her head. I just gave one of my exams today. Yesterday was
Mm-hmm.
my birthday and I was studying for that exam the entire day. So both of us are just
It's
like
just, it's
really
a part of being a
hmm,
student. It's a part
yeah,
of being a student.
we're getting humanized here. We're brain
Yeah,
fried.
guys,
Go
I
ahead.
have a suggestion to tell people. So,
Sure.
Aster started this like new, I think, option where when you submit and your piece is accepted, you guys can submit a video of yourselves reading the piece and we'll post it on our social media. I think that's such a cool opportunity. And I want to encourage everyone, like in issue 14, please do think about doing that. Like maybe even practice, like I personally do that. I practice multiple times. Like I can write a piece and then to manifest my acceptance, I'll put on my camera and just read it and be like, yeah, that's posted. It's posted on the Aster Lit Instagram
Yeah.
already. It's like manifest. But yeah, I think
Hmm.
that's such a cool like opportunity and you guys should definitely make use of it because
And also, like, I feel like when we read out our pieces and stuff, we just get like this really enthusiastic burst of energy and we're like,
Hmm.
I wrote that. Sometimes when
Yeah.
we reread our pieces, we're like, oh, I wrote that. I wrote
Oh,
that. And I
I'm
think
so funny. Like,
I'm so amazing. Like literally
no,
how
no,
me
no.
and
But
Judy
like,
spend 20 minutes laughing because like we're just hilarious.
yeah. But like, also, I think it's like no one's gonna read your piece the same way you read it. So like, we could read it in a certain way, but you're the writer. You know how it's meant to be read.
Yeah.
So it's I think it's a cool opportunity. Like for example, whenever I'm reading a story I wrote, it's like it has the main character is like kind of an aggressive guy, so I like get into the tone. I'm like, oh my God, why what is
God.
that? No, like I'm not even
I love
I'm
how
just giving
both
an
of us did
example.
like the shoulder shake. Like, oh my God.
No, like I'm just giving an example. Like whenever you're reading a certain piece, you know your character's tone and you know how your character is saying it and what emotions they're feeling it. And even if there's no character, you just know how it's being narrated. So it's
Mhm.
cool to have other people see how your piece came about in your mind or how you see your piece being read, basically.
Yeah, and like just like the general tone in general, it helps really like if like somebody is narrating the piece angrily, I know that that piece should be read angrily, stuff like that.
Hmm. Yeah.
But at the yeah, we're just really funny individuals, guys. I'm so
No,
sorry. This
like,
episode is just us laughing. I'm so sorry. This episode is
do you know?
literally just
Hold on,
us
hold on,
laughing.
hold on, hold on. I'll say something though. Do you know
Sure.
Paris Geller from Gilmore Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how the way she talks? Like,
Yeah, I
I don't
think
know.
so. Yeah.
I mean, she's not. It's not that she's like aggressive or anything, but it's like her tone is very direct, very blunt. And my character is
Mm.
inspired by her. So it's like whenever I'm reading, I'm like, yeah, like I'm talking like her, like, oh my God.
Honestly, when I'm reading scenes that are like very, very intense, I channel Regina George.
Ooh.
Like, ooh,
How you did that?
ooh.
Oh. I think
But
who do I channel? I don't know. I think maybe I channel Ryan Reynolds.
and like
I'm gonna shut up. I need to shut up.
yeah, I think both of us should probably like I think
You know
I
why?
hope
It's
you
because
guys
ice
enjoyed.
cream. I ate ice cream, so it's like the
I
sugar
had like a
wishes.
whole lot of cake. I had a whole lot of cake. It's
Is it your birthday?
yeah, my birthday cake. I ate it.
I want cake. Give me cake. Oh my
Too
God.
bad you're in Egypt and I'm in Pakistan.
No.
Hey.
No. This reminds
Okay, I
me, do you
think
know Look at Ralph?
oh yes. I think
Anyway, yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph needs its own episode because like we have 2 minutes left and we're just yapping too
Yeah,
much. We need to
yeah.
wrap this up. This episode was really just a filler episode or something like that because we just did not have the time to do anything very proper. But I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you guys had fun. And we have officially been humanized. Judy, please do the outro so that we can leave.
Have we been humanized? Like, have we actually? Anyway, thank you guys so
Yeah,
much for
okay.
joining us for this episode. It couldn't have been possible without you. For more, follow us on Instagram at aster.lit and check out our website, asterlit.org, for transcripts and more. Submit to our latest issue, issue 14 Meridian, through the link in the description, or find the submission form on Aster's official website. And
We'll see you guys next time.
yeah,
Goodbye.
stay tuned. Bye.
Please